warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 8. We want to present you about games, and here are my members. The first is me, Izzuddin Faruqi Pratama, and my friends.
Jannah, Gita, Seroja.
Okay, the first is outline. We want to define what is the game, what is the definition of the games, the purpose of use games, type of games, how to selecting games, evaluating the potential games, and the last is how to play the games.
Okay, for the first one is definition of games. Games is any fun activity which gives young learners the opportunity to practice the foreign language in a relaxed and enjoyable way. Based on Martin in 1998. Okay, why teacher should use games in their learning process? The first one is motivating. It means that, as we know, young learner like to do fun activity, so use games in learning process can motivate them to speak. And the second one is excellent practice for language skills. Yeah, uh, games is an alternative method for teacher to teach their students in language skills. Games has a lot of activity that can encourage students to practice in classroom. Okay, the third one is help students feel more secure and confident. It it is means that games can motivate students to speak, so that students will feel confident when they speak in classroom.
Okay, the next is types of games. There are many types of games which can be grouped according to the kinds of language or learning focus they have and the kinds of resources, classroom management, and organization they need. These are some things that the teacher need to be considered in choosing types of games. The first ones, does it the, does this game mostly promote fluency or accuracy? Does it promote competition or cooperation? Does it have an educational aim? Is it suitable for beginner or higher levels? Is it quiet or calming games, or games that allow the students to move around? The material of the games, and what is the language focus of the games? The first is language control. Language control, or maybe we can call it as fluency focus, is one of the type of two main games. Accuracy games or language control games aim to make the students practice new language items and develop accuracy. Pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar exercises are included in this type of games. Communication game. Uh, the aim of the game is make the student to dare to communicate and collaborate with other students. Collaboration is achieved by trying to create a content where the pupils focus on getting a task done together. How to selecting games. The first one is you have to make sure it is switchable for beginner or very young children. Sometimes game choices is not very switchable for the young learners because it's maybe too hard, or maybe it's too difficult to explain to them. Does it settle or stir? It means that you have to know your games. Is it require the students to stay in their seats, or maybe they have to move around in the class? What kind of language focus does it have? Probably you also you have to know about your game. Is it talks about for example part of body, or maybe simple greeting? Is it is it very important to know about your game? What kind of resources that needed? If your games need some resources such as probably recorder or other tape player, is it you have to provide it first before you uh, hold the game. Evaluating the potential games. You have to consider about the students' involvement. All of your students need to be involved in the game. Integration with other language work. Uh, in a cursive focus game, does the language content have a clear focus? Can it be carefully controlled and graded where necessary? You have to consider about it. Do the children practice English through the game, or for the most part at least? And the pupil learning initiative. How much choice and initiative do pupils have in playing in the game? How much can the pupils take over the role of the teacher in demonstrating or playing a part in the game? Or do pupils have the possibility extending or adapting the game themselves?
Okay. For the last is how to play games. The first one is giving instruction. Giving instruction is essential stage for teacher. You can decide to do the instruction use L1. The instruction should be understandable for students. Uh, so keep instruction clear, short, and simple, so that your students will understand with the instruction. For example, listen, look this way, look at the board. Here are the instructions. Here's an example. I'd like helpers. Please show me. Repeat or explain what you must do. What is missing? What is next? Work in pairs or teams or groups or on your own. Play back to back. Check you have everything you need. The second one is organizing the class. Sometimes games are require students grouping, so that teachers should organizing the class well. Make sure that the role of group leader is given to different students so that they can all take a turn. Teacher have to check everyone has understood what to do and give lots of praise. Uh, Next is playing the game. Students should need to know how to ask for more information or for clarification. Okay, the last is teacher's role. When do games in class? When do games in classroom? Teacher has a role in observing and listening, monitoring students' language, and giving explanation that students needed. For watching our presentation about games, hopefully this presentation can help you for understand about games. See you.